and welcome to Getting to Good Enough, a podcast to help you let go of perfectionism so you can do more of what you love. I'm Shannon Wilkinson, a life coach in Portland, Oregon. I'm a recovering perfectionist who's getting better at good enough.
And I'm Janine Adams, a certified professional organizer in St. Louis, Missouri, and I'm lucky enough to be naturally good at good enough.
And today we are saying our good enough goodbyes to you, our podcast listeners. Hey, Janine.
Hey, Shannon, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm going to skip the possibly long complaint I have about the weather and and launch into more important things. But it was funny when I was listening to you do the introduction, and I actually felt myself get sort of worried about doing it perfectly. I really wanted to get it right because it's our last episode.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Yeah, and then I decided to let go of it.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Good. I mean, apparently 5 years of episodes has helped you let go of a little bit of perfectionism.
Yeah. I walked into this thinking I didn't have any perfectionism, then learned I did, and now I've let go of it. So, perfect.
Well done.
Oh, I just said perfect. That's hilarious.
But we know that when we say perfect like that, we don't actually mean perfectionistic.
That's right. Yeah. So this is like a special day because we made that decision that it was time to say goodbye to the podcast.
Yes, and it was not necessarily an easy decision. I mean, we've had so much fun recording the podcast and hearing from our listeners and talking through all of these things and practicing living a good enough life.
Yeah, it's true. It's been fun and helpful to us personally, right? And hopefully it's been fun and helpful to listeners as well. So yeah, it felt like a big decision, but we've had these hiatuses that were necessitated by life, and we realized, or at least I realized, that not having that extra thing on my task list was feeling kind of good.
Yeah. And I really feel like we have talked about perfectionism in so many different ways and approached letting go of it in so many different ways that we were kind of running out of ways to talk about it.
Yeah, it became less easy for sure.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So that seems like a sign that we should pay attention to.
Right. Yeah, definitely. And just to let people know, we originally went on hiatus because I was traveling out of the country, and then I had shoulder surgery, and then Janine was traveling out of the country, and then we were planning to come back. But like you said, once it was time to come back, we realized that neither of us were as excited as we once were to continue working on the podcast. And as we always said, that would be a sign for us to do something different.
Right. And the beautiful thing is that we came to it at the same point.
Yes. It would have been so difficult if one of us was like, I'm done, and the other one's like, no.
Right. Yeah, I had this vision, like, because I was thinking about it before we talked about it, and I thought, oh, what if Shannon says okay, and then she wants us to keep it going with somebody else? And then that was an unbearable thought.
No, I mean, we are the good enough team. I mean, that it couldn't be anyone else.
That's right, team good enough.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and, speaking of team good enough, our listeners have been amazing over the last 5 years.
Yes. They sure have, and we sort of have lost track of the statistics because that's how we roll.
Yeah.
But we were amazed how quickly we got a loyal listening audience and how far widespread the audience was. And it's still the case. And that's just great. So, and then it's been, it's helped me rekindle relationships with people and have conversations I would never have had. I did have somebody come up to me at a conference once who was a listener. That was kind of fun. So it's so much to be grateful for when it comes to this podcast. It was such a good use of our energy, I think.
I think so too. And I mean, for so many reasons. And truly, doing this podcast for this long has been life-changing for me. I mean, I went into it as a pretty good perfectionist, pretty strong perfectionist. And I really feel like, I mean, even though I have those tendencies still, that it's very easy for me to recognize what's good enough and stay there. And I feel really happy and content with, leading a good enough life.
That's huge, right? That's really great. I feel the same way, and I see it now so much more than I see a propensity to take it further than I need to, or not to stop it good enough in myself. That I'm so grateful that is so clear now. It gave me real clarity on that, and on when it's okay to push a little harder past good enough. But mostly it's about when to stop.
Right.
And it is life-changing. And gosh, I sure hope there are people out there for whom listening has helped them get to that point too. I mean, nobody listened as much as we did, I don't think.
Yeah.
Because we had to listen to we had to create, then listen to every episode.
Right. Although I know I would hear from listeners all the time who are like, oh, I'm behind on the podcast, but I'm getting caught up. And, there are plenty of people who, even if they started years into it. In fact, we just got a comment on the show notes for a recent episode. Well, not that recent, 'cause we haven't published one for a while, but who said, I just discovered your podcast and I'm going to listen from the beginning. And
oh, wow.
So it's nice to know that it is that useful to people.
Yes, and it seems like a good time to mention that our plan is to keep it up and available for anyone to listen to, and there's no perfect way to listen to it, so you don't have to listen to it from the beginning.
Right.
It's not a chronological podcast, but no. I guess I wonder if we listened to it all over again, we'd probably be an interesting review of our lives over the last 5 years.
Yeah, definitely. For sure. Yeah, but we do intend to still have it available on all the podcast platforms, and then also have our website where we keep the show notes and links to the episodes so people can keep listening. And if you're so inclined when you listen to this, you can head over to the show notes and leave us a comment and let us know, if listening to Good Enough helped you in any way.
I like that you called it Good Enough.
Listening to Getting to Good Enough.
It's like that was the good enough name for it. It's just good enough.
It's just good enough.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that would be really cool. And also, I think we're keeping our phone number, right, for the podcast? Yeah. So you could leave us a voicemail if you wanted, because, not that we're begging or anything, but it would be nice to know that it was that the podcast has helped folks.
Yeah. Yeah, and since we are leaving it up, if you feel so moved to leave a rating or review on the platform you listen to it, that helps other people find it, and that would be great too.
Oh gosh, I love the idea of it sort of living on and helping people after we're through recording it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, it's over 250 episodes.
Yeah, there's a lot there.
Yeah, plenty. Lots of listening to us laugh.
Right, exactly.
Well, we are not going to continue recording this podcast. It isn't the end of us collaborating in some way in the future. We keep coming up with ways to collaborate. Janine.
Oh, yeah. This is at least the fourth or fifth collaboration we've done over the years, right? It's just the one that was most regular, I guess. But yeah, no, folks will hear more from us. And it occurs to me to say that if any listeners have the idea that they would like to do a podcast, obviously podcasts aren't going anywhere.
Right.
And just do it. We just did it. We just jumped in and did it. And it lasted for 5 years. And,
Right.
Many thousands, or I don't know. I have no idea how many downloads, but lots and lots.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, just go for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Give it a shot and stick with it for a little bit.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
It's, I think the way that we did it, where we started with 3 episodes when we went live and then committed to doing a weekly episode, was just, it worked out so well. And it gave us time to kind of get into a flow and figure out what really worked for us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we thought at the beginning we were gonna have some structure, and we quickly abandoned that.
Yeah. And quickly went to the, what essentially seemed like us sitting around the kitchen table having a chat about something.
That's right. I told a friend yesterday that we were recording our final episode today, and she said, "Oh my goodness, that's probably going to give you an extra 10 or 12 hours a week, isn't it?" I said, "You don't really listen to the episode, do you? I mean, to the podcast."
Yeah, I was talking to someone about it this weekend, and they were like, they expressed the same thing, and talking about editing and stuff, and I said, "Oh yeah, we don't edit out the ums and ahs. We like to keep it real."
That's right. Yeah, my friend said, "Well, all the planning that you do," and that's when I said, "You don't listen, do you?" And then she said, "And well, the editing," and I said, "You really don't listen."
Well, so clearly this is not just a goodbye, but also a real peek behind the curtain of getting to good enough. Yes. And our production routine.
That's right.
Well, it has just been wonderful to do this with you, Janine, and I'm so grateful that when I sent you that email and said, "Hey, I have an idea. Can we schedule some time to chat?" You were willing to listen.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure. And as I've said many times on this podcast, I have learned over our 20 years of friendship that when you suggest doing something, the proper answer is yes. So it's worked out very well for me.
Oh, if only everyone behaved that way.
Yes, if only. This world would be amazing.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Well, and again, I mean, we probably would have done this for quite a while, even if we didn't have very many listeners, but having as many listeners as we did and hearing from them made it all that much more rewarding. So thank you to everyone who called in, emailed, left a comment, or just listened and shared it with someone else.
Yes.
It means a lot.
Thank you, listeners. We're going to miss you.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. So do you have anything else to say, Janine?
No, I don't think so. Just thanks, Shannon, and thanks, listeners.
Yes, thanks, everyone. And I can't say our usual sign-off because it's not until next time.
Oh.
But I'm still Shannon Wilkinson in Portland, Oregon.
And I'm Janine Adams in St. Louis, Missouri.
And we continue to hope that good enough is getting easier for you. It's a little poignant, a little bittersweet.
It is. My heart is hurting just the tiniest bit.
It's sort of like the opposite of the Grinch.